Welcome back. Since the last episode, we have made some more stone bricks. And before we progress any further, I'm wanting to expand this island. So I'm thinking having wood pathways about 3 wide with some bridges, and then filling out the middle with stone bricks for now, but eventually have like farmland in between with some trees. Alright, so I decided not to do a time lapse, but what we have so far is just the bridges, which I think I like so far. I do think I'm going to expand this stone platform quite a bit out just to have some room, maybe put some trees up, and then I will be back. All right. It's been a little bit since I've recorded, and this is what we got so far. So I extended our balcony quite a bit, put some trees up with some flowers or planks around it, and got a wall. I don't know how I feel about the uh, stone brick yet, but we will see. It's the same over all these. I am debating changing this tree right here because these are all kind of normal trees, and then we have this weird one. But yeah, if you have any ideas of how to improve this, let me know. All right, so after looking, I think the big thing we're looking for is the tinkers. But in the meantime, I want to get these meshes up to at least iron. I also think I'm going to have my tinkers over on that wing, and then maybe a mob farm over there. So I will be back once I have all of these flint. Between recordings, I remembered that you can just turn gravel into flint this way, which is much easier. And now we have flint, which is great. Alright, so now we are going to extend this bridge a little bit and then make a large area to do our sifting and smelting. Also want to point out that in between cuts, I am filling these with my leaves from the bonsai, so that way I have dirt whenever I need it, which will be semi-soon. This is what we got so far. Extended the bridge about 5 blocks and made this pretty big square platform. I was thinking like over here could be our sifting, and then over here would be Tinker's. I'm thinking about making this a pavilion style, just some logs, nice coned roof, and then I don't think we're gonna have walls, but I will be back shortly. Alright, so we're pretty much done. I'm not a huge fan of it. I just realized I need to fix the roofs on both sides, and then I think I might put glass there in the middle. So let me do that real quick. I didn't really like the stairs up here. I do think it has some room for improvement. I think the roof could probably use a little work. Maybe have the upside down stairs go all the way around. I've also torched up all of this and placed these blocks because these torches have been catching the space on fire. And so we are going to move all of our sifters over there. All right, so we got the sifters moved over, and I do want the smeltery over there. And if we look at the quest book, there is quite a bit of stuff we have to do. The main thing we're trying to get is this simply tinkers the clay cauldron, grout, and the advanced tinkers. Now, before we do that, we have to get all of our pink tinkers stations set up. So I will do that. We got our crafting station, stencil table, tool station, pattern chest, and part builder. So now we have all the parts. We can claim our quest. And now we can go for this to get this quest. Won't double ore, but we need to get it to get smelting bricks. So that just takes a lot of clay, which means a lot of water and a lot of dust. So I'll be back when I have everything to craft this. So in the middle of getting materials, I realized we have enough to get enough rack to get the saturation totem. Oh, that is going to be nice. So you actually have to be level 58, which, as you can see, we're nowhere close. So we will keep this somewhere where it can't be caught. And I will be back when I have the clay and the bone meal. Alright, so we already got the porcelain faucet. And if I can remember everything right, there's the table. There's the bin. We actually need 2 of these. And then I believe we could do one of these. Porcelain melter. So, we got the quest. Let's claim that. Now we need grout. We can melt this into seared stone. We get 32 grout for getting 1. Shouldn't be too hard. We'll put this over there. So I believe this is all we need. Last time I played, I actually built a whole smelting table out of this stuff. Turns out it was completely unnecessary. I think I have this backwards. There we go. And we have grout. This gets us 32. And we can melt this down to get our seared bricks, which we need for the advanced tinkers. Now I'm planning on making a massive tinker. So I'm going to melt all this grout down, and then I'll be back. It is a new day for me, but we have 4 stacks of seared brick. So that means we will be able to make quite a big smelter. So let's craft everything. And that is everything. So the smelter is going to go over here. I made 2 seared drains, so that way we can have 2 things going at once. And I plan on making this 4 by 4. So let's make that base first. We're going to have the controller here with both drains going there. Something like that. And we will see how much this gets us. Double check that it works. It does not. What am I missing? I'm missing a tank. So I gotta make more grout, make more bricks, and then we'll be back. After that little detour, we finally have enough seared bricks to get our seared tank. And we got the achievement. And we know it's working because it's flashing. So let's do another layer. I would say that's enough space. Now that we got the tank, the smelter done, the last thing I want to do is to turn all these sieves into iron. So let's do that. So I did the math. I believe we will need 72. So that should be more than enough. And we can almost do a whole stack at once. Just like that, we got 12 iron meshes. So let's claim our rack. That's going to be everything for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, we're going to make a mob farm. And leave any comments, likes, or suggestions. Thank you. And remember, make someone smile today.